and I'm speaking on behalf of Phil and I, and we are Trevor's proud parents. We've been involved with the team for the past 7 years, straight with Anna paving the way, and then with some overlap with Trevor over the past 5 years. And there's never been a doubt that Trevor would be right here, right now, running and ready to compete now and into the next stage of life. So being born and raised in a running family, I ran with them through the pregnancy, and even on the day of his birth, I got one last jog in on the treadmill and paused to straddle the belt during contractions. So Trevor immediately displayed his abilities in speed, in that he entered the world 11 days early, and he also was delivered so fast in the hospital that we weren't even able to complete the paperwork before he came into this world. So he ran his first 5K at age 5, and he placed first in his elementary school's 1-mile race as a second grader against the other weekend warriors. And the first time we learned that we had to let this kid grow and thrive in the running sense was at age 9, and he ran the Monument Avenue 10K and beat all of us in the family. I was not 100% willing to let him out of my sight in the race of 30,000 people, but his dad partnered with him on that race and just let him go. And obviously and thankfully, he came out okay and he was safe, and we found each other at the end. So he thrived as an athlete. He was a swimmer, a soccer player, a basketball player over all the years, and then he realized his dreams in the NBA were just not in the cards. So he decided to go all in with running after middle school track. And then we were so excited to see him run as an 8th grader, and that's when, of course, as mentioned, the pandemic hit and things were just very different. But we're so thankful for the coaches who were able to come up with a way for these kids to run in the fall. So, Strony and Doc, and you mentioned Nikki as well. We're all there to create a way for these kids. So imagine Trevor, the only 8th grader, in his basketball shorts and skater socks, running on the team, but he quickly learned the culture and the discipline and the pains it takes to compete at the next level. So this is the start of just amazing memories and achievements, like winning the state cross-country middle school title, dabbled a little injury, the following year winning the freshman Albemarle race on his birthday, little injury, running varsity with the upperclassmen to win 2 state titles, injury, you see a little pattern, but winning track nationals in the 2-mile race, and so many countless races, both local and nationally, but traveling to New York and Boston and North Carolina, plus summer training with the Shields and Flagstaff. We've just enjoyed all these times to get to this point and for all the adventures that we've seen and what's to come. And we couldn't be here without the support of the whole team, all of you guys, the fellow parents we call as friends, to learn the sport together, and our coaches, so Doc and Strony and Caroline, just your sacrificial time and energy spent both in person and not to mention all the countless texts outside practice time, and you invest not only in the athlete but in the families too. So we're just so grateful for all of you, but especially you, Jen, for building this program to where it is today, and looking forward to see what you all do in Glen Allen in the future and all the years to come. And lastly, Trevor is someone who we, of course, admire, his will to keep going no matter the odds, and in building an amazing resilience, which has helped himself and those around him to be a better runner and teammate through his steadfast support, plus with his work and his training ethic. What we love most about high school and these years you all have is that there's such a camaraderie here that comes with this sport that doesn't compare to other team sports. So he's found a family here with you guys, and we're excited for what he has to give in game, both in Lynchburg and beyond. We're so proud of you, and this day marks as a placeholder in your long and amazing journey as an elite runner, and with your coaches, your teammates, friends, and your family by your side. And Trevor always says when I record videos of his races that I'm the loudest cheerleader, and he's a little embarrassed by it. But maybe at some point he won't be embarrassed. But I'm always going to be loud and proud of how you are using your running gift to honor God. And that's my prayer. That is always how it will be.